So often, art is just a destination. But with Consensus, art becomes a conversation. It becomes a journey.
You know, in a time, in a world where people are so focused on their differences, I think that this is a way to celebrate different ways of seeing, but to really remind us that we're all connected.
This is truly about the neatest, most unique thing I've ever seen, engaging the five senses and grounding. I love it.
Consensus is a game of telephone played through the different senses. So a photograph is given to a musician, and we ask the musician, interpret what this means to you. There's no right or wrong answer, express it as a song.
Then the music goes to a painter who painted this, but they didn't get to see the photo. They only got to see this, they only got to hear the song. And then all of that all went to one person who was a set designer.
So here we are in this game of telephone where I'm intentionally ruining the game so that nobody else beyond me can know what the message is. What I got was a picture of branches reaching up and roots reaching down, and what I got at the very end of it was this sculpture where you look down through this sort of mossy thing into this concave mirror that with a crystal ball in it that rolls around, and the name of the thing is Mining for Light. It just couldn't be more exactly what the original message was about, in spite of the fact that it was just nothing but confounded the whole way. And I couldn't believe it. The suggestion to me was that art has a will, independent of the will of the artists. And I had never considered that before.
And I think kids are going to just see this and go, wow, my work isn't bad, it's not wrong, it's a beautiful gift I can give to the world.
It's really been so amazingly exciting to see Consensus move out of the gallery space and into the classrooms where these students can interpret each other's work.
We thought, what if we asked our youth in our creative youth development programs to talk to each other through the arts? And I have to say, I get chills every time I see one of these exhibits, one of these chains. How the photograph is represented in the painting when there was music in between. How the colors from one find themselves into another piece when they never saw each other before. I think this is probably one of the greatest demonstrations of the power of the arts.
As young people, we're always involved in different types of media, and having being able to smell and hear and taste and see a piece all at the same time brings everything together and makes it more whole.
It was all about what do you care about and how do you take care of each other and how do you show your side in all these different ways.
And yes, it was incredible for the student collaboration and bringing them together, but for the faculty too, who I think took a risk.
There are, 7 billion people in this world? So that means there are 7 billion versions of today, and you really only get to experience one. So it made me realize that everyone does have their own truth, and no one is really wrong in seeing their side of whatever they're experiencing.
Consensus made me think of art as one thing.
I have been completely blown away by the impact that this project has had on people. We've had 150 artists from 23 different countries participate in this project. We've had over 10,000 people come through.
I would hope that this sort of energy and this communication and this understanding gets taken out and can be felt everywhere.
I would hope that people would start to see some of the interconnectedness between different ways of expression.
How could you do better than to spread something that's wonderful, which is art?